Yo, 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 guys. Welcome. Welcome back to another stream, everyone. Good to see everyone here. Let me turn this music down a little bit for you. It's a little bit better. Yeah. Welcome, guys. Let me quickly go through the chat, guys. Let me quickly go through the chat. Jan, how's it going? Tyler, how's it going, bro? Welcome, King Kong, mate. Great name, by the way. Shots, I'm good, thanks. How are you, Shots? Hope everyone's good, guys. But yeah, good to see everyone here. Good to see everyone here. Yeah, welcome. Yeah, I was looking through the chat a little bit then. Bro, if you're blowing accounts regularly and you don't know what's happening, you need to look at a few things. Okay? Are you taking trades not to plan? Are you over-risking? Are you extending your stop loss? You know, a lot of people when they're taking these challenges, they'll enter here, for example, price will push down, and then they'll extend the stop loss to here, price will push down, they'll extend the stop loss to here, and by the time they keep extending and extending the stop loss, well, guess what? They've blown their account. So stick to your plan. When I took this trade today on the 15-minute, I took some longs today here on gold. Okay, 1 second. I took some longs here, and my stop loss was on below the level. Okay, look what happened. Price had a decent push higher, look. I got taken out at full TP, 40 ticks. But I'm not trying to, if this went into drawdown, I'm not trying to extend my stop loss, because that's not the plan. The plan's not to extend the stop loss. The plan is to trade into your first target and let it do what it needs to do. And that's exactly what I did. And that's what you need to understand, guys. It's not about being right every time. A lot of people blow these accounts because they expect to be right 100% of the time. It's not about being right every single day. It's about being right over time and letting your edge play out. Okay? Just understand that, please. It's super, super important. You know, it's not about being right every time. It's about being correct all the time. Okay? Not every time, but all the time. Remember that. And that is literally it. And that's why in the community, and my mentorship, that's why I'm so big on actually sticking with the strategy. Don't join a community. I'm not just talking about my community, but don't join a community, start learning a strategy for 2 months or 1 month, and then give up. You need to give it 6 to 12 months. You know, it's not about trying something for a month, not getting it, and then just quitting. Give it at least 6 months. Okay? Z, what's your language, bro? But yeah, like I say, guys, number one, if you are blowing accounts, are you sticking to your plan? Are you sticking to your strategy? Do you even have a plan that is proven to work? Or are you just executing the market with no plan and no management? That's another thing I'm big on, is risk management. Is like I've got a half risk entry and like I've got a full risk entry. I'm super big on having different risk for different market conditions. Okay. No, I didn't mean that. I said you need to be right all the time, not every time. You know, my strike rate 65-70% at the moment. Every 10 trades, I'm taking 3 to 4 losses. I'm not bothered. I don't care. I really don't care. At all. Okay, guys. So yeah, that is that. We've gone through a little bit of that anyway. So let's break down gold for now. Like, I know everybody's here to have a look what gold's doing. Quick one. I have already taken a trade on 4 Express accounts here. Exactly $200 in profit. So I'm done on this account for the London session. I'm just going to trade the other 300k funded that I've got with top one right now. Okay, so this account is done for the day. if I do see a potential setup, I am going to take it. I just need to wait for it to progress. So what am I looking at? Well, the thing that we're seeing right now on gold, guys, the thing that we're seeing right now on gold is that we're coming into a big area, look. Can you see? Look at this big level that we're seeing here on gold. Look, bang, 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 bang. Even now, look, resistance. So, for me, really, the main aim... One second. For me, the main aim is to see what gold, if it's going to close bullish strong. If it is, then I've got these targets up here on the hourly, look. These are some good targets. I think if we get a strong close above all this sort of choppy price action to the left, I'm going to be looking for them longs higher. Lee, Nancy, how's it going? Welcome. Welcome, Lee. Welcome, Nancy. Charlie, welcome, mate. Yeah, welcome, guys. Welcome, everyone. So, yeah, that's the plan for me. If I can get back above this level or this choppy price action, which really is around here. If I can get above this level here, I'm going to be looking for some longs. I don't really want to be looking to long. If I'm going to be looking for full risk longs, I need to get back above this area. Look how many times we've chopped around it. What I'd like to see is I'd like to see a nice candle closure above the range like this. Can you see? Nice candle closure above the range. And then I can look for longs higher on the next candle like so. That is the plan for me. All right. In terms of sells, like I say, am I open to sells? Yeah, of course I'm open to sells. I need to start closing bearish with some volume though. Okay. 1 second. One thing that I'm cautious of with the sells is that how bullish gold has just pushed up here on the 4 hourly too. It rejected taking liquidity. But of course I'm open to sells, and what I'm going to be looking for is sells probably back below some levels like so. Get below some of this structure that we've seen here on this recent price action. Can you see? Resistance, support, and yeah, I'd need to... Really, I am more interested in longs. But I do understand as well, guys, I do understand it's bank holiday. Not as many people will be tuning into the stream today. It won't be as busy as it were, for example, yesterday. But like I say, we'll see. We'll see. Like I say, we'll just trade. Really, Nasdaq is looking a lot better than gold. But let's see. Let me just repost this to the Discord and to the free Telegram really quickly. 1 second. I know a lot of people don't like waiting at the start, so I'll just post it. I repost it now and again. What's your bias for the day? King Kong, I don't really trade with a bias. I trade with which way we break out. Which way we break out. So I like to stay as open as possible. I like to stay as open to both sides as possible, and it really does work when you're trading gold. You don't really, when you're day trading, I personally believe you don't really need a bias. I'm open to both sides, and it really does work on gold, and that's why the strike rate's so high. Bank holiday on a Thursday. Yeah, I thought that as well. When I was looking at the news on Monday, I didn't really expect a Thursday bank holiday, but I do see it. How much is the Discord? It depends what plan you go for, mate. Just the monthly is £60. The 3 month, every 3 months is £165 every 3 months. And the 6 months is £300. Them payment plans have just come out as well. So you can get it cheaper. You can get it. It is a cheaper payment if you get like the 3 or the 6 month. It does work out cheaper per month, but like I say, most are on the like the monthly 60 or the every 3 months. Like I say, if you want to join the Discord, I can send the link so you can sign up and you'll get instant access. Same problem, setting too high of a TP. That's the thing, guys. You don't really need, like, people need to understand as well, when you're trading, what I used to realize is that people, all these traders are trying to catch these huge moves. They're trying to catch these huge moves like so. And they can't even predict, or they can't even get right what the next candle's going to do. Okay? They can't even get right what the next candle, if it's going to close bullish or bearish. If you can't get right what the next candle's going to do, how can you expect to catch this huge move like so? So what I do is I look for an entry, like I did here today. I get the next two candles correct. I move to break even. And then if I do catch the big move, I catch the big move. I'll profit on that big move too. Okay? Lives are good enough for now. Can't afford that, mate. £60 a month. Yeah, all good, bro. Like I say, though, if you can't afford mentorship, you can't afford to take challenges too. Just understand. Don't be wasting money. Just chill out with challenges as well, mate. That's something that I should have done. In the nicest way possible. Don't be taking 5, 10 challenges and doing the same stuff that you're doing. Failing them. That's just a waste of money too. Just relax. You don't, like I say, you don't have to join the Discord. You can just go and find a strategy that works. Find a strategy that works before you start buying thingies again. Buying more challenges, because you can just lose as much on them. I learned a lot from these lives before I joined the community, bro. So you're doing well. Show up here. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. 100%. If you just want to show up to the lives just to see how we trade, if it's for you, and if you like it, like the strategy, like how simple it is. Because a lot of people who join lives, they'll see how simple the strategy is, which is absolutely fine. And then once you've seen that it's for you and you can make it work, then yeah, get involved and get the mentorship. That's fine. Gonna start somewhere though. Definitely, mate. I'm just telling you from what I suggest is before you start buying more challenges and stuff, make sure you have a plan and a strategy that you can put into place, that you can show up and trade every single day. All right. Nasdaq is actually starting to break below here now. What targets do we have? We've got these lows down here. Like I say, they are liquidity. It is liquidity that does need taking. So potentially, if we get a closure here on Nasdaq below this range, I can start looking for some sells. Like you say, it's not the most flashy, exciting strategy in the world, but it's simple and effective. 100%. 100%. You don't need to keep it. You don't need to keep it overcomplicated. Yeah, I was using inverse FVG. I think every new trader nowadays uses inverse fair value gaps. I don't know why. I think it's because of like all the Dubai traders trade it. No hate on it. No hate on it. I'm just saying. I think it's just like they get drawn in by the flashy cars, and it's all they understand in the market is inverse fair value gaps. The actual people who trade, they don't understand like pure price action and stuff. And a lot of the time you are going to struggle with it because it's overanalyzed. It doesn't need to be as complicated as it is. Trying to learn something new, mate? Just keep it simple. There's no need to overcomplicate trading. You'll hear me say it time and time again. Trading's not science. It's not like inventing something new. You probably already know enough technicals, and you probably already know enough to just trade how you are now and be profitable. Just trade. Stop trying to overcomplicate it. Cheers for the likes, guys. Appreciate it. Need to be careful with NQ because options are long heavy. Yeah, possibly. But what I would want to see with NQ is a closure below these lows anyway. I'd need to see a closure below these lows. Let's say that NQ closes here, then I'm happy to take it. Because we've still got liquidity down here to take. That would be... I'd need to see that for themselves. Hello, mate. How's it going? Dave, welcome, bro. It works, but the strike rate is awful on FVGs. I've never used fair value gaps. I always noticed fair value gaps to be support and resistance. That's why I never... Like, look at this. You've got a fair value gap here, which is fair enough, but look, if I just put a level here, well, it's just a level of support. Well, look, support, 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 now acting as resistance, and now look, it pushes down away from that. Can you see? So you look at the market how you want, but there's no need to overcomplicate what it actually is. It's just a level. An order block, whatever they call it, a fair value gap is just a level, okay? It's literally just a level. Damn, bro, look at the candle. Which candle? Oh, here we go. We might be closing below here. Fair value gaps are always captured, yeah, but support and resistance as well is always retested. Always retested. What's good, bro? Before entering a trade, what's your risk to reward ratio? I don't really look at a set risk to reward. You know, firstly, risk to reward's always evolving. And for my, like I say, every trade's different for me. I need to manage it differently depending on my first management point. Like I say, it needs to be worth it. Like, if my stop loss is 30 ticks, I'd like my, you know, first target to be 30 ticks as well. But it's not something that I look at in terms of, oh, I need a 2-to-1 R. Most of the time, my trades, even like this one here, this long trade that I took today, stops were like 20 ticks because I had it a little bit lower. Look at that. That's a 3R. It's a 3R, look. So, yeah, I don't look at risk to reward to take a position. If it's valid or not, I'll take it if it's valid. But like this example here, the risk to reward were like a 4 to 5 risk to reward. So, yeah, my risk to reward's quite good if I looked at it, but I don't look at it. It doesn't bother me. Fair value gaps are just overcomplicating support and resistance. Yeah, it basically... Guys, I'm not hating on strategies. I'm not getting into strategy wars. I'm not bothered if you're profitable with your strategy, perfect. But I think the same, Tucker. I think the same. Did we just reverse with gold or did we just make a pullback? This is probably, like I said, this is just continuing this break of this structure to the downside. You brought this structure to the downside. This is just a pullback to continue down. You know, I could see gold pushing lower. I could see gold pushing lower. You know, you got some structure here too. Can you explain your support and resistance areas on NQ? Yeah, of course I can, mate. So, can you see on the 15 here? Look at every time. Look at where the main support and resistance is. Look. Resistance. Resistance. Support. Support. Acting as support here as well. It's just the main areas of support and resistance. Okay? Simple as that. And I'm not trading until I break and close out of this range. Because every time we've come into these levels, price has reacted from. Okay? So, like, for example, if I start looking for sells before we close below here, well, look, price could come into it and reverse again and take me out. So if we close below there, we're likely to push down further. That's where I'll take my short, not in the range. Okay? Yo, how's it going, Paul? Welcome, mate. Strategy war, yeah. Good afternoon, guys. Nate, welcome, mate. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're good. Yeah, welcome, everyone. We've got 38 tuning in right now. Nice. Like I say, guys, it is a US bank holiday. It is a US bank holiday, so we are just waiting for the high probability entries today. Yes, bro, you took anything yet? Yeah, I took these longs here. I took these longs here. About 40 ticks. I literally took TP at the highs, which is perfect. These longs. If we look at my expresses accounts here, I took it on 4 expresses. Look, every express 200, 200, 200, 200. So 800 with the 4 accounts being linked. So yeah, that was the trade I took. 40 ticks on 5 micros. Yes, everyone's here, guys. Michael's here. Welcome. Half risk entry at NQ buys. Let's have a look. If it closes bullish, potentially, but we need to sweep liquidity as well as closing bullish. It's a bit off. NQ's a bit off. Anything, it's gold. Yeah, if anything, it's going to be gold. So it's like a body closure, not the wick. It's a bit of both. So how I look at my support and resistance is I look at the more support. I look at the most recent support and resistance like so. And then I just make it make sense to the left. So this here makes sense because it's touching to the left. And it's the same here. Look, recent support and resistance and then make it make sense to the left. And it makes sense. Oh, I tell you what, NQ could give a little entry here. What closure? That's a 15 closure. Uh, 10 days, Dave. 10 days. 10 days. NQ could give a little long here, but I'm not convinced with how much we just pushed down, like 20 ticks, 20 points instantly. But another thing I'm not happy with is that we haven't taken this liquidity just yet. Yeah, I'm gonna leave NQ and just maybe take gold. Yeah. Is top 1 reliable? Definitely, mate. They've paid out as much as I've seen any prop firm pay out. They paid out like 2 million in a month or something. And they've still got 55% off with the code. Let me get it. Let me get it. One sec. Right, there you go, guys. I've just pinned the message. If you want to get a top 1 account, you get 55% off any account with top 1. 55% off any top 1 account. Use code JTC. Make sure you're using code JTC. Yeah, use that code that I've just put in, and you'll get your 55% off with the code JTC. Damn, yeah, it's good. Is it yourself that trades with top 1 trader futures? Just seen the straight to funded Simpro. Any good? Been looking at the rules this morning. Yeah, Nate, you trade the instant account. It's basically just, you know, if you take a Top Step combine and you pass it, you go to the account after. With top 1 instant accounts, they basically just give you the account. You pay a little bit more because you don't pay the activation fee, but you get straight to funded and you're straight to making money. I would get mine up. I'm like 2k up on mine, so 4k in total. First day trading it, made 350. Nice. Nice. How long does it last? I'm not sure. I think like 15 hours left on the 55% off. Yeah, I copped like 3 accounts. 150k instant funded account for like £230. It was like $300 or something. Very good. NQ about to go past my support. Let's have a look. Yeah, NQ didn't flip bullish. So if I was looking to long NQ, I'd have to wait for the flip candle. I'd have to wait for the flip here. If it didn't flip higher, then I wouldn't be executed. So that's how you prevent fake outs as well. Nice. Look a lot cheaper than instant. Yeah, the instant funded accounts with other companies are nowhere near as cheap. That's why I've got 3 whilst the code's on there. You know, like I say, an 150k instant account for like 200 quid. I mean, you're not finding that, I don't think, anywhere else, really. But like I say, do your own research on it. I've got the instant, not the pro, I've got the instant funded one. Yeah, there's 17 hours left on the code. 17 hours. Yeah. Breakout here pending. And gold. We've already taken profit on gold today, but we're waiting. We're waiting. Let me check the community chat. Anything? Oh. How do you execute the same trades on all accounts? Well, you basically, mate, just press settings and then go over to the copy trader. And you can copy all the trades together. Let's watch MNQ on here. Yeah, I'm watching this on MQ, really. Gold pushing down, yeah, it is. Gold's pushing down, but we're coming into structure, look. We're coming into structure here. Kind of. One sec. Like here. I mean, if it breaks below here, then yeah, that's sound. Breaks below here, I'll be looking for sells. Yeah, I'm partnered with Top One. I'm partnered with them. That's why I've got the code. But like I say, if you use the code on the website, you only get 35% off. With my code, you get 55, which isn't bad. It's like an extra 20% off. Da, 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 da. Dun, 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 dun. Andy, looking at the 30-minute closure below 33.82. Let's have a look. I'm watching this 32 on gold, possibly below this sort of area, 33.65 for sells. For buys, probably back above here now. Cheers for likes, guys. Can we smash 20 likes now? If you haven't already, I appreciate it if you can just drop a like, hit 20 likes again. Any questions, get them in the comments and I'll answer them for you. Sells on gold potentially, but we're coming into a big level here, look. If I get below this level, I'll execute it. I'm watching NQ as well. There's some potential sells. Also, good sweep, fair value gap. No using them that way, but still, yeah, nice. Nice, bro. Like I say, if you trade the way that's profitable for you, like I say, if it works for you and you're profitable, that's insane. That's good, man. Good, Rooney. Yeah, same zone, just futures price. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, futures price on gold. Let's have a look. Futures price on gold is... Yeah, 33.82, the same, Andy. I don't really trade the futures chart, but... I mean, it's literally the same. Yeah, it's literally the same. Would you consider it a good sell because it flips support and resistance at 33? Oh, 7.2. Let's have a look. At 33.72. 33.72. I took longs at 33.72. I took longs here at 33.72 into the trend line. The trade I took, like I said, we'll have a look at the trade I took in a second. No, I was just agreeing with you. Yeah, Rooney, nice, bro. Yeah, I know, mate. No, I wasn't disagreeing too. There was a decent sell here. I don't think it's a bad sell at this sort of support and resistance level. It's a huge support and resistance level, look. If you got the reaction, and if I got the half risk entry trade, which it actually did kind of set up. It actually did kind of set up there. But I wasn't on the chart, really, at that time. Yeah, that's quite clean. I actually like that trade. Rejecting off that level, you've taken them highs, closed bearish, push down. Not bad. I got the sells at 6 a.m. Beautiful. Oh, what a sell-off. Yeah, that's a clean entry. Even here after that closure, took liquidity, but it pushed. The entry that I got today, guys, is a 15-minute entry. I said to the members in the community, I said, if we can close back above this level here, 33.72, there's a good chance that we're going to run into above this trend line. So when we closed above on this green candle, I went long. Stops below the level where the low were. And I looked to trade above this trend line. So, yeah, that was a trade. And in two 15-minute candles, look at that. TP smashed, hit the trend line, and then reversed. That was 40 ticks, and I took it on these 4 accounts here. So about $800 for the day so far. Right, let's have a look at recent price. What are we? Are we out that huge range, Joe? Yes, we are. That huge range, we actually are finally out of it. We broke out last night. Came back into it. We are kind of like sideways still, but we are out of the range, which is good to see. The instant accounts, King Kong, the instant accounts are just a one-time payment. The challenges are monthly. Was there confirmation entry on the 15-minute? When? Up here? Where, Mick? Are you on about gold, Nasdaq? What time? This morning? Or I don't see any right now, but do you mean like previous price action? I'm not sure. Do you think we could potentially hit levels like 3340, 33,300? Yeah, definitely. That's definitely possible. Especially with this sort of liquidity sitting down here. 33.38 liquidity. If price starts breaking below levels and structure, these lows are likely to get taken, and then all these lows down here. Gold is due a pullback. Could it be now that we get the pullback? Possibly. But gold's still bullish. Look at the structure. Breaker structure, pullback. Breaker structure. This could just be a pullback into some, 33.50 to then push higher. So, like I say, I'm not getting too giddy for shorts just yet. like I say, I'll take them if they present, which they definitely could. But I'm more interested in Nasdaq giving me an entry. Gold, that green candle looks like it was taken. Gold, have a look. Oh, this candle here, mate. This was an impulse entry as it broke above the range. Yeah, this was a 15-minute impulse. That's what I took. I took this move this morning. 15-minute impulse push higher. Yeah, that was the trade I took. Yeah, that was clean. 30 is about to close, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. What strategy do you use? Is it pretty much yet support and resistance and liquidity? Jesse, yeah. Basically, I find a range in the market. I look for a range in the market. And I wait for a breakout to my rules. When I get a candle closure above and below, I trade into targets, which is a level or a high and low. Yeah, to put it quite simple, that's what I do. That's my strategy. It's not as simple as that. I've got 3 entries that I look for, and they do need to be learned. But my main strategy is that. Yeah, we haven't closed below yet. We've just come into this support here. Cheers for likes, guys. 20 likes, crushed. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Like I say, guys, I like to keep my trading simple. I for the longest time ever, I overcomplicated it. And a lot of people who join the community and learn the strategy, they understand that it's a simple strategy and that they just need to stick to the concepts and let the plan play out with probabilities. It's literally it. Just letting it play out. Wait for a breakout, trade it if it's valid. If it's not, we wait and sit on our hands. I'm more interested in NQ here, guys. I'm more interested in NQ. Yeah, gold's just reacting from this level, really. This sort of support, prior support acting as support again. What is the 4 hour saying? Wow, look at this 4 hour. That 4 hour could wick fill, you know? If we start getting closes below this level, that 4 hour could really come down and wick fill the prior down here. Futures closed below for you. It did, but I don't trade the futures chart. I trade the gold chart and just execute on the futures. All right, mate. So yeah, the futures did. And if you trade the futures chart, then yeah. But I trade this Awanda chart. And if the Awanda chart sets up, I'll just execute on here. All right. Inverse head and shoulders. Yes, kind of. Yeah, you're correct. You know, you've got shoulder, head. This could be a potential right shoulder to continue higher into these highs. That's definitely an option. I like keeping an eye on the Awanda chart because this chart really does take liquidity better for me. And it does give breakouts a lot cleaner. So I like to keep my eye on this chart and mainly do my analysis on this chart. Alright. Guys, any other pairs that you want me to break down? If you've got any questions, get it in the chat. More than welcome to answer your questions. I put a picture in Discord. Nice one, Mick. I'll take a look at that as soon as I can. Let me have a look. Oh, yeah, that liquidity grab there. Is it confirmation? Well, no, because you didn't break below your range. You can only look for confirmation once you broke above or below your level. So you can look for this pattern above the range if you close above, of course, or if you close below, yeah. But you can't look for it. You can't look for it if you're within the range. And for me, this is within a range. Okay. Get them likes up, chat. Yeah, get the likes up, guys. 23. Let's smash 30 if we can. When would Price consider a bullish close for gold? What price would you consider a bullish close for gold? Just a closure back above some structure like up here. Closure back above this level at 33.76. I'm going to be looking to trade into these highs here. So, you know, you've got, look at that, you've got 120 ticks. That's plenty. That is plenty for me to start looking for longs. And for NQ, I'm just watching this level. I'm just watching this level for sells below. Gold's starting to push up now. What's the hourly looking like? Hourly could give an entry here. Hourly has 20 minutes left. If this hourly closes bullish, then sells could be nice. Buys could be nice. That's what I'm going to be watching. Watching this hourly for potential longs. But yeah, get them likes up. Smashing it. Smash 30 likes this stream. Bam, ba-dum. How's everyone's day been today, guys? Wins, losses, break-evens, let me know. Get it in the chat. How's your day been? It is bank holiday in the US session, so it is probably going to be a shorter stream for me. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I've been going over trades over 2,000 pips on gold. I'm new to this and trading a very small account. I'm up 1,000 ticks and then usually going break even. Well, you need to be taking partials and closing out on the way. Don't, you need to have a plan how to close the position. Don't let the trade push into profit, hundreds of ticks, and then let it come back to break even because you've not lost. You can't say, oh, it's risk-free, I've lost nothing. No, you've lost 100 ticks. Okay? Don't think of it like that. That's why I've got a management plan. I go break even, I take partials at my first management point, which is a level or a high in the market. I've got that strict rule so I can take something away. And so, I've waited for a trade, I've stayed disciplined, I'm paying myself at this management point. Okay? That's what you need. It's super important. One break even, 200 up. Nice one, Michael. Good day for a bank holiday. It's a good day for a bank holiday. I think my account will be blown. Why, bro? Why is that? Yeah, you get to. Oh, about to say, I don't I don't say that I hit 1,000 ticks. I get the odd big runner if I leave a runner going, but a lot of the time I take my piece and go. Jesse, what account size are you using, mate? Like, maybe look at funded. Maybe look at funded. If you see yourself overtrading and wanting to get bigger trades and bigger profits because you've got a small account, maybe look at funded, or don't trade and just educate yourself until you get more money to trade. Like, that's the only thing I can really suggest. Because trying to over-risk and hold trades is not the solution to making more money, to making good trading decisions. You know, the worst thing you can do is just hold a trade because you want to make more money. The market doesn't care about, you know, somebody who wants more money because they've got a small account. It just really doesn't care. Back to work. Gutted I missed that. Yeah. All good, Johnny. There's a lot more entries. It's been a great week this week, though, guys. It's been a great week. You know, it is a bank holiday, but overall, we're up about 8k this month. We're up about $8,000 this month so far. I think $1,000 across these 4 accounts, $1,100 across 4 accounts. And then 4k across the instance. So yeah, not bad. So far, not bad. Gold's heat map sucks. I don't really look at the heat map, to be honest with you. I don't need to. I've just got my levels and I wait for a breakout and then I'm happy. Happy to trade in that direction. That's the main thing I look for, breakouts. Phil, do you think we will get more volume tomorrow? Yeah, definitely. We'll get more volume tomorrow for sure. Like I say, when we get past this bank holiday, yeah. The London session was fine. The London session wasn't a bank holiday. So look at this, pre-London, 250 ticks. Coming into US session or in London session, 300 ticks. Do I expect these moves in the US session today? Not at all. Unless we get some, like, news that's just come out. Some unplanned news. Trump says something about the war. And then, yeah, you probably are going to, but... It's bank holiday in the US session. Bank holiday for the US, America. What shots, what strategy are you trading, mate? What sort of system are you trading? What's your plan? Have you got structure to your day? Or are you just trying to take every trade that you see that could be valid? Ask yourself these questions. Best thing about this system, Joe, is the low drawdown. Yeah, definitely. And you can break. Yeah, that's it. That's what the system's about. It's about managing quickly, getting to your 30, 40 tick management point, going break even, taking partials. If you get a big runner then perfect. That's what it's all about. That's how I trade, and that's how you should trade. You know, you wait for your setup, you find your setup, you get in profit, and you pay yourself for waiting and being patient. And then if it runs, it runs. You make more money. If it hits you at break even, or if it hits you at a trailed stop loss, you're out, but you've made money because you've stayed patient and you've waited. Hi Joe, is the market open today? I thought it would close. No, it's open, mate. A little bit slower because it's bank holiday. But like I say, I'm only probably going to be trading for the next hour. And I'm going to be done for the day. Like, I've made $800 in London session. I don't need to over-risk. I don't need to over-expose myself. Many half riskers played out. Yeah, I took a half... There was a half risk on NASDAQ here that played out. Let me find it. There was we took this trade on NQ on the Zoom in the mentorship today. Where are you? Here. This trade here. Like I say, you'd have managed and you'd probably got a little bit of profit out of it. But yeah, that it was like a 100-point move on the 15-minute half risk trade played out there. But they've been playing out really well recently, especially on gold. What did I catch in London? One sec. Ashton, to be honest, just half. What do you mean, Ashton? That's half helped. What did I catch in London? I caught some longs here, mate. I took this entry here. All I wanted to see was a closure above this level. Once we closed above this level, I took the flip higher of the next candle. Stopped for about 18 ticks down here. TP was up here for about 40 ticks. And in 2 candles, bang, that was the trade. So if you're a risk to reward trader, you've got like a 4R. But I took about 40 ticks, which was about $200. But across 4 accounts, so $800 in total. Yeah, you need to take your partials. If you don't take your partials, then you know you need to pay yourself. Pay yourself for the trade, and then if it runs, it runs. What's NQ? Oh, NQ's breaking out here. Yeah, Nasdaq's on the move. See, for all those who said don't sell NQ, why? This is why we don't look at other indications. I don't care about a heat map. I don't care about indicators. I look at pure price action. Pure price action tells me below here is a good area to start looking for sells. And look at that. Big sell-off. Inbound. Okay? Trade the chart. Stop trying to trade 15 different things. And look. Yeah, they are partials are a small amount because it's only like 30 or 40% of your trade. But it's not about that. It's about paying yourself, and if you get a runner and you leave the runner, that's where you're going to make the big gains. For me, like this trade here was, I just had a TP at 40 ticks. Yeah, I didn't really take any partials on this. But yeah, decent closure inbound here. What's gold saying? Gold. Yeah, gold could chop a little bit now. Especially with being bank holiday, gold could chop. Yeah. I caught 20 points on gold. Nice. Where from, bro? What did you take? So we are actually rejecting this level. How many ticks have you got into them highs? 30 ticks. Not bad. Nice. I really want nice TP on Nasdaq. God, man, I really needed that trade. Oh, you hit TP on Nas. Did you take sells then? Yeah, nice. See, look at the sell off. It didn't really. I would have liked to have seen a top wick and sell off there, but look. That's why we trade what's in front of us. That's why we don't trade what we feel or what some indicator's saying. It's not about what an indicator's saying, it's about what the market's showing you at the time. And there you go, you've hit TP. It's actually smashed TP, that. Yo, Naz, how's it going, mate? Welcome. Welcome. How are you? How are you doing? Oh. 1,100 subscribers. We hit 100 subscribers yesterday. Insane. In a day is crazy. Have you taken anything today, Naz? Good man, gutted to miss that buy earlier. The other buy was clean on gold. I'm happy I got that because US could chop about here. So I'm happy to actually catch that London buy before the bank holiday. Nothing yet, bro. Yeah, Naz, like I say, it could be a little bit choppy and sideways because of the bank holiday. So don't expect too much. Just trade, and if you see a setup, take it. That's all I'm going to be doing now. Got a double top here as well. But like I say, we've already banked $800 today, so I'm happy with that. Likely to wait till tomorrow, give it 3 PM, yeah. There could potentially be a breakout on gold to the upside. If it breaks above here, I'm likely to take some longs. Yeah, if it breaks above 72, again, that level, 33.72, if we break above there, I'm happy to take some longs into that double top. That's basically the level that I had this morning. But I'd need to get back above there. 65, I said it before I went to bed. Yeah, this level, it's a decent range here on gold now. Guys, I'll be back in 2 minutes. Back in 2 minutes. I'm just going to get a drink of water. Okay, back in 2 minutes. If you've got any questions, get it in the chat and I will answer them when I'm back. Yo guys, welcome back. Yeah, let's have a look at the chat really quickly. I'm dumb. Or yeah, 100 ticks. I would say 1,000 ticks is like, if you're not taking profit after 1,000 ticks, like, which is crazy, like all the way up here, then yeah, 100 ticks is about right, which is like there. Yeah, 1,000 ticks seemed a bit crazy. Man, I was in longs. Trust your analysis, bro. Trust your analysis. There's no break of structure. We're coming into a level here. There's no need to be looking for shorts here. If we close below this level, I'll look for shorts. If I close back above this range here at 33.73, I'll look for longs. That's my plan. NAS could be good on the 1 hour, yeah. Yeah, possibly. Possibly, yeah. Yeah, I'll watch out for that. See how this hourly closes. Like I say, you have taken liquidity here. You have taken liquidity here. Hey, Joe, in all honesty, why do you not rate backtesting? I don't mind backtesting. Backtesting's good if you want to gather data about previous history of the market. That's fine if you want to get a strategy. But for me, forward testing the market and getting data of forward tested results is just as good. And I think it's even better. It's more up to date. It's more up to date. You can see like the different market cycles a lot better. I've got no hate against backtesting at all. I think it's a great thing. Like when you're learning the strategy, like when members join the mentorship and the community to learn the strategy, yeah, go back and have a look at, you know, last year's data and see the plan play out. Like you can see it play out. Like look at this, bang, beautiful entry there to the plan. Bang, you'll see it play out time and time again. 160 ticks there. Broke above the range, took liquidity, bang, push higher into all these highs. Time and time again, you'll see the plan play out. And yeah, it's good when you want to backtest it. Look, broke above, bang, push higher. But as you find out you've got a profitable strategy, you don't really need to backtest. I don't backtest really. Unless I'm looking at like a new strategy or a new thing to look at, then I won't backtest. I've got all my data. What I have found is that the 5-minute impulse is quite effective. How come you don't use it? Because it doesn't work around my day to trade the 5-minute. Trading the 5-minute doesn't work to my day. Like I say to everybody, trade to your schedule. And I've got Zoom calls to do with members. I've got one-to-ones to do, market updates. I've got content to make. Me trading the 5-minute is next to impossible with how busy I am with other things. So I trade the 30 and 15 where I can set alerts and just be on the chart then, okay? Like people can't trade the 5-minute if they're working full time. So trade the 30 and hourly. People can't trade the 5-minute if they've, you know, got, I don't know, if they're out for the day, I don't know, traveling somewhere. Well, use the hourly and the 30 or the 30 and the 15. It's not like I don't like it. You can still see very good setups on the 5. It's just that I don't want to sit at my computer. I'd rather just set alerts. Yeah, this entry here on NASDAQ, it actually has flipped. You could see a wick fill now. You could see a wick fill. Yeah, you could see this wick fill down. That would be the first point of liquidity. But I'm not taking it because I'm already up today. I'm already up today on gold on these 4 express accounts. Look, I've got 5 expresses altogether, but I've got 4 linked. So 800 in total. 200 here, $200 profit, but times 4. Good potential short on what, mate? On gold? Gold, potentially. Yeah, if we get a closure below this range, then possibly. Forward is always better. Yeah, forward testing for me is better. It has the edge on back testing. Just because it's more up to date and it's more of like live market. It's you actually entering the market with real emotions. Back testing, it's easier for back tested data to be like, okay, it's gone to stop loss, but I'm not going to record it. Or it's in drawdown. I would have exited here, so I'm going to go say it's a break even. It's easy to, you know, make the results not as realistic. But with forward testing, the emotions are there. And I like it a lot better. That's my opinion on it anyway. Cheers for likes, guys. If you're just tuning in today, I appreciate everyone for tuning in. We've got 45 people, 47 tuning into the live right now. Make sure you, if you're not already, guys, subscribe to the channel and drop a like on the video, and make sure you've got notifications on. Okay, it does help that you don't miss a stream as well. So yeah, I'm waiting for a breakout, break above, break below, and then I'll be looking for the pushes like so. But it is a bank holiday, guys, so I'm probably going to head off very shortly. I'm probably going to head off shortly and just let gold do its thing, let it break out. I wasn't going to trade the bank holiday anyway after I've taken a win. I've already taken a win here on gold, so do I really need to force anything? No. I've followed the plan in this price action here, and I took a win. There was 3 or 4 entries that you could have took here as well, which is good. But it's probably best to just come back tomorrow. Come back tomorrow. Fresh mind. No potential choppy price action that we're going to see the slow price action in the US session. And do it over. Do it over. How's everyone's day been today, though? How's everyone's day been? NQ breaking. Let's have a look. Breaking. See, look at that, guys. People who are going long only at this level. Look at that. 45 ticks down. NQ, I'd look for buys on NQ above this level. Is my Discord free? No, it's not, mate. My Discord is a paid private community. You can pay monthly, quarterly, or every 6 months. But it's very, very reasonable. Very reasonable. For what you get anyway. You get so much. There's so much value for what you get. For the price, anyway. Caught nice short after the wick fill. Instantly pushed higher. Nice. Great stuff, Harry. Good stuff, bro. Yeah, that wick fill were nice. You had 22 ticks. Yeah, it's just the YouTube, mate. Bizo, it's just the YouTube. the YouTube is like 20 to 30 seconds delayed. It's normal. What's the price? It depends what what plan you want. Monthly is £60. You know, you've got every 3 months, which is £165. So like £55 a month, and then you've got £300 for every 6 months. So it works out at like £50 a month for that plan. Like I say, let me know what package you want. If you want to join, just let me know and I'll put the link in here. My new website will be live next week, so it'll all be on there. But I've got the links. I've got the checkout links already. No trade for me today. No problem. It's a bank holiday now. Angie. If you really, I would have really wanted. This is the price action that you took the entries in today. This price action here. It could get sideways here, but we'll trade live in the community after this. We'll be in the chats active. See if there's any positions. And if we take anything, it probably will be in the community now. Like I say, we took this on. We took a trade on Zoom today in the community, and we took this as well, which is nice. Two decent trades. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna head off. I've been on for 1 hour and 30, so I am gonna head off. Not much happening, to be honest. It's US bank holiday. I didn't really expect much to happen. Look at the 5-minute. It's not done anything for like an hour. So just wait for a breakout. I'm personally watching this range here. I'm watching this range here. Closures below, I'll be looking for sells. Closing below, I'll be looking for sells. Closes back above this sort of structure here, I'll be looking for buys. That is what I'm watching on gold. On Nasdaq, it's just brought to the downside. We did predict the sells, but we did say sells below here. So if you did catch that push, nice. But yeah, that's going to be me done for this session. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, guys. I think it's not bad, especially if you got 4 accounts, Anton. I like it. Like, these accounts here, in a couple of days, I'll be able to take 1,000 on each. So that's like 4K on each of these in profit splits. Because I've reached like 2K. No volume yet. Guys, I'll be back tomorrow, same time. Now's you right. Community, guys. If you're in the community, let's stay active in the chats. And let's see if we can take some trades together. Well, if we see any trades, post them in the chats. I'll get back to you. Let's see what we can do. And yeah, anybody who's not in the community, I'll see you tomorrow, same time, 12:30, 1 o'clock UK time. Let's end the week off strong. Okay. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, Naz in a bit. Harry, appreciate you too. Thanks for tuning in, guys. What time you on, mate? I'm on at the same time, 1:45 UK time. Make sure, just put notifications on. Put notifications on. You'll be able to see when I go live. Subscribe, put notifications on, and you'll see. All right, guys. But yeah, peace out, guys, and enjoy the day. Trade safe. Bye.